Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, CDM number 9. Well, it's starting to get a little bit more summer-like around here. Yes, we've been dealing with the 60s and the 50s and occasionally a few 70s here and there, but finally we're moving into a weather pattern where we're going to be more likely to be in the 70s, 80s, and yes, even 90s. But with that, we also have a little bit of concern with some smoke. We'll cover that in a moment, and also thunderstorms, especially towards the end of the week. Before we begin, though, please like, share, and subscribe. It actually helps the channel out quite a bit. And also hit that notification bell, which works occasionally. Also, if you're interested in more technical details, like let's say a subtropical low trying to form off the southeast coast, maybe, or what to expect for the rest of the summer with tropical forcing, definitely check out the latest premium discussions at nyandjpaweather.com, only $15 a month. So let's dive into the data. And what we have high pressure and control. Light winds, generally around 1 to 5 miles per hour, a few 10 miles per hour mixed in here and there. Temperatures range from the upper 50s to lower 60s over much of the northern interior, a few mid 50s in the higher elevations. In our suburbs, temperatures in the lower to mid 60s over the northern suburbs and mid to upper 60s in the southern suburbs and upper 60s to lower 70s already in our urban areas. When you take a look at the latest weather tap radar and surface map, no precipitation. We have a little weak trough here over the interior. Other than that, high pressure is in control with tranquil, quiet weather conditions. And on the infrared satellite picture, you can see not much going on all the way back into the Ohio River Valley and down towards the southeast. Very, very quiet conditions. Trouble is brewing off of the southeast coast and around Florida. This is associated with what we call an upper level low. That's cold core, just so you know. We talk about the structure of this potential low pressure system in the premium discussion, so definitely check that out. Meanwhile, we have a cold front back to the west here over the western Great Lakes and up through the central plains. This will slowly approach us, but as it does so, it will weaken, and that's really important. That's actually going to be a theme we're going to hear quite a bit over the next couple of months as these cold fronts approach, producing the threat for showers and thunderstorms, but weakening in terms of any type of air mass change. So certainly very interesting weather pattern is evolving. On the visible satellite picture, you can see plenty of sunshine, right? But what's this? What's this stuff? Is this high cirrus clouds? No, unfortunately, this is smoke from our Canadian friends over Western Canada. And some of this smoke has gotten into our region. You might smell a little bit of a hint of some smoke in the air, like a forest fire or maybe a campfire. And if you have asthma or anything like that, you might actually have some issues, especially for today and tomorrow because of that smoke passing through the region. It's not anywhere near as bad as what we saw a few years ago, but certainly there will be a hint in the air. And I like to use the HRR model to study the track of the smoke here. And as you can see, when you're in these brighter colors, that's where you have a higher concentration of smoke in the atmosphere. So tomorrow morning might be a little bit uncomfortable out there with the higher smoke, especially in the early morning hours. The good news is that by Wednesday afternoon, that starts to back off quite a bit and remains a bit low as we head into Wednesday night. So it looks like the worst conditions are going to be tomorrow morning. But what about the rest of the weather pattern? Well, overall today it's going to be pretty nice with temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 70s over the northern interior and along the coast, upper 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley and many of the suburbs. It's going to be a very nice day, perfect day to I don't know, call out sick, head to the beach, enjoy the weather. By tomorrow, the high pressure system's off the coast. Get more of a southwesterly wind, and that means an increase in humidity and temperatures. Look for low temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. High temperatures on Wednesday afternoon with plenty of sunshine will range from the lower to mid 70s on Long Island, upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, mid 80s in the Delaware River Valley, a few upper 80s are possible mixed in there, and lower to mid 80s over the northern interior. You'll also notice an increase in the humidity by the time we get to the afternoon hours. On Thursday, we have a cold front that is going to be sinking south, but it's going to remain to the north of us throughout the day and into the evening hours. There's a threat for a few isolated thunderstorms trying to break in to the Poconos and Catskills, but for the coastal plain, it'll just remain tranquil with sky cloud cover and certainly an increase in humidity and temperatures, with low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 60s, high temperatures ranging from the upper 70s to lower 80s on Long Island, lower to mid 80s along the coast, upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 80s over the interior. Now, on Friday, that cold front stalls out and just kind of lingers over the northern interior. And that's going to introduce more scattered showers and thunderstorms. This looks more bark than bite. If you look at the convective evolution of this setup here, what you basically have is a lot of scattered showers and thunderstorms over the Poconos, the Catskills, the Hudson Highlands. That's basically northern New Jersey and Connecticut and the Hudson River Valley. So certainly unsettled there. But along the coast, just scattered cloud cover. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm, but for the most part, quiet. Temperatures on Friday will range from the lower to mid 60s over the interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast. I can't rule out a few lower 70s for the urban areas in this situation. High temperatures will range from the upper 70s to lower 80s over the northern interior, upper 70s to lower 80s on Long Island, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and mid 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. That temperature range in the Delaware River Valley will really depend on whether or not you get an isolated thunderstorm or not dropping in. On Saturday, the cold front, or what's left of it, sinks south and lingers over the region. Yes, I know, another day with the threat for showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. A few of these thunderstorms will be capable of very heavy downpours and frequent vivid lightning. So looks like Saturday, once again, is not a good day to head out and do anything outdoors with these stormy conditions. Low temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s. High temperatures will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s on Long Island, lower to mid 70s everywhere else. On Sunday, the cold front clears the coast. We have a trough with an isolated shower here and there, but really a mix of sun and clouds are expected, with low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 50s over the northern interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast, and upper 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley. So again, the best day for outdoor conditions will be on Sunday. On Monday, a warm front will approach with scattered showers, possibly a few isolated thunderstorms. Look for low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. High temperatures in the mid to upper 60s on Long Island, lower to mid 70s everywhere else. And on Tuesday, a cold front will follow with a few scattered showers and an isolated thunderstorm, with low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 60s and high temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 70s over the northern interior, upper 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley, mid to upper 70s along the coast, and lower to mid 70s on Long Island. That's your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.